Yo. What's up, world? What's up, cyberspace? How's it going, internet land? This your boy, Crypto Bruh. Trying to figure it out right now. Let me know if the audio. Let me know if the audio ain't audioing. What's up, Zen enthusiasts? What's up, Lita? Welcome to the Crypto Bruh Show, where all I talk about is shit that no one cares about. You come here to hear the word on the street that no one cares about. Yo, I just made some sick ass shit. Oh wait, this isn't it.
That's that.
Well, let me make sure I ain't got no like craziness on my board right now. We ain't got no craziness on the board. We got out here. What we got out here? We gotta get rid of some of this shit. Gotta get rid of some of this shit. All right. How y'all feeling today, man? Feeling good out there? Wherever you watching this in the world, wherever you are on planet Earth, I hope you feeling good. I hope the world is treating you right. And yeah, yo, check this out. This is gonna be cool. I'm gonna make something super funny for January. I mean, not January, June. June is probably when I'll drop the script. And it's gonna be fucking hilarious. We're gonna meme it. We're gonna meme the script with a rainbow effect. So this should be really funny. But yeah, essentially the way it's gonna work is I have a minting strategy ladder script now. It's pretty fucking sick, actually. This isn't it though. This is just like a fun version of it, because something cool about xeNFTs, if you don't know, is the power groups. That's kind of what gives you the color of your xeNFT. And you don't really get to have fun with xeNFTs on Ethereum or base chain, for instance, because the AMP is so high. So you really just max mint on all the other chains except the, optimism is what I'm realizing. Unlike optimism, because the amp is so tiny, it like allows for, how do you say, more flexibility when mining. Like you could do what you want to do. Because again, on the chain like CBZen, for instance, like it's better for you to, like, how do you say, like CBZen, you want to go long. You don't really want to play around with the days when minting. You can if you want. But yeah, there's so much inflation that, like, you're not really doing anything by playing smart in minting. And that's kind of why, again, I get the opXEN thing now. It didn't take that long for me to understand it. I mean, it took, like a week. A week ago, I was not on optimism. I didn't have no burns, and I didn't have no stakes. I didn't have no LPs. I was a Joe Schmo, but I know everything's in. And within a week, I plugged the fuck in. So yeah, I think again, and you know what else is pretty funny about this? I'm over here, I'm running my script. I'm telling you what's happening, so you're not left out, because you're gonna be left out. And this is why. I'm running my script, and ain't nobody here with me. Oh wait, actually, okay, they just turned on because I turned off. I see you, motherfuckers. Nobody was with me for a second. There's a few other Xenians in the house, and I'm glad that they showed up and that they're participating in minting, because that's what it's all about, creating your own tokens. That was the ethos from the beginning, and it's never changed. Just a lot of complication to get to that ethos, because this is the most crypto project you ever gonna enjoy. None of this information is fucking financial advice, so don't take it that way. Not at all. This is just your boy, Crypto Bruh. vampire attacking every blockchain that I can get my hands on. Shout outs Jack Levin, Zensu, X1 Foundation for introducing some of the most disruptive technology in the whole blockchain space. Yeah, what's up, y'all? Today is actually May. Let me flip my cubes. Let me flip my cubes real quick. Damn, I didn't even bring my water over here. Hold on, I gotta get my water. Yes, sir. All right, I got my water. Since I hit the coffee, but sometimes you need the water. You need the water, man. Who's double fisting the internet like this? But yeah, man. Today is May 13th, Tuesday, 2025. 2 days between us in the middle of the month, and 15 days between us and the end of the month. And again, everything is just moving as it should. We got a lot of good news going into today, and we got a lot of good news in general in crypto. So hopefully you're on the side. Hopefully you're on a side of good news. Present. Yo, what's up, Simple? What I do? We chilling. But yeah, hopefully you're on the side of some good news. Or you're creating something. That's why, yo, I can't wait to get this out. This is going to be fucking dope. This I can push. Like, this will be fun. Make your wallet, press a button, rainbow mints. Coming soon, bro. It should be sick. But yeah, hopefully you're on the side of good news and you're not on the side of something not fun. Here, let's look at the overall market real quick before we go into Zen, because that's what I'm saying. In Zen, we continue to open up Pandora's box, and it's just fun. It's getting funner and funner the further we go down this rabbit hole, because it is what it is, man. The question you should be asking yourself is, what is all this stuff? Where am I? More than I think somebody understands it, because I don't think anybody understands anything going on right now in crypto. They're hanging on for dear life. They're trying to grab onto any narrative that they understand, right? So gravitating away from the conscious main understanding of what's going on is actually some of the most fearful adventures you can take. And in crypto, I think crypto brothers, your bruh right here. I think you want to be curious. I think you want to take the yellow brick road with the fog on the ground. I think those journeys in crypto tell better stories, build better character, and again, give you more information and insight of what's actually going on than just hanging on, to the mainstream narrative. And the mainstream narrative is changing. And I think that's the pain point that a lot of people are going through right now. Again, we've got Bitcoin at 103 looking good. Ethereum coming in at 2.5 thousand per ETH. Again, this makes a lot of sense. Do we see Ethereum at 10K? I don't fucking know. But yeah, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 Ethereum, that's a really good range for ETH. While we still figure out, is Infra moving to SVM? And that's what I think is going to happen. But again, the present time needs time to see this transition happen. So Ethereum is that. It is the smart contract blockchain. No one is going to strip that away from ETH. We're building on top of Ethereum. We're going layer 2, right? Like, I need to scale. I see what's going on here. My bad. Hold on. I don't want to close OBS, but I want to make it smaller, but well, not that small. If my OBS is too large, this should be like be too big. All right. You know what? Fuck it. I don't need to see myself. Okie dokie. Stay hydrated. Yeah, stay hydrated. But yeah, so Ethereum is the smart contract platform of planet Earth. of this reality. There's no getting rid of it. The supply of Ethereum is actually the most bullish narrative of ETH, because there's actually not enough Ethereum, and inflation is pretty good, and we got a little bit of ETH inflation during a period in time where a lot of people were like kind of like shitting on it. A piece of me is starting to think like that was all orchestrated on purpose. Like, wait. Supply data currently unavailable. Oh, they still updating. Womp womp. That sucks. Yeah, because they had a really good concept here for the supply. But yeah, so ETH burns when gas is high. And gas has been high on ETH for a while now. And I don't know what's happening because of this upgrade all month. Again, this is where we need to figure out how is time going to settle, because over time people are making decisions now. Do I stay on Ethereum mainnet or do I switch to a layer 2, right? Like base chain, which is now, you know, Coinbase got the news yesterday saying they're going to join the S&P 500. So base chain essentially is a blockchain inside of the S&P 500 that is huge for mass adoption and for accessibility. But again, Base is a fork of optimism, which is promoting the super chain, right? The super chain is pretty much anybody using optimistic rollups to latch on to Ethereum. And again, there's this website. Go do the fucking research, you fucking loser, lazy bitches. Sorry if you have children around. I had to tell you. You know it, but they don't know it. Don't be lazy. Do the work. Do the research. So this is rollup.wtf. Here we can actually see the stacks before the site breaks. Let me go ahead and do TPS before the site breaks. The site always breaks, just so you know. So this is what I like. I like base chain, highest TPS out of all EVMs. But you can see here the stack is OP, right? After that, we're going to have an Arbitrum, Arb Nitro. So Arb also has a stack that people like to use. Polygon coming in at number 3, 33 TPS. Polygon has a stack, and if you're in the Zen world, if you remember, we were on Polygon in the beginning of X1 chain. That's how it started. It started on Polygon, then it moved to Phantom because Phantom had the DAG, right? And the DAG created parallelism within our blockchain structure so we could push even more data faster, right? Then we hit the 33 staked consensus bullshit with Phantom, which again I think is a fun catch-22. We discovered something that got us out of there, and it also moved us into a way better environment where we can have a larger set of nodes now, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so again, Polygon, it's here, it's a stack. You can get it, you can build with it, they'll blah 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 blah. But if we look here and we turn it into stacks, you can kind of see there's some competition here, obviously. There's obvious layer 2 comp, and I think there's a reason why Optimism is promoting themselves as like a super chain, right? If you don't know about the super chain, we'll go ahead and look at it real quick because you're fucking late and I'm here for you. It's your boy Crypto Bro. We're moving at the speed of light. Xenian Pro. Subscribe, like, heart. Stacks on deck. What it do? A la Boo Boo. Ayo, I just got the Mac Dre CD. A la Boo Boo. It's somewhere over there. I would totally. It's too far away. I can't grab it to show it. Actually, for the Mac. Yeah, no. I gotta do it right. If I'm gonna do it, yo, peep this shit. This is like some real CD collection shit right here, bro. A la Boo Boo, Mac Dre, fucking in the cellophane still. Wait, or is it? Yeah, still in the cellophane. I haven't opened it yet. This is the one that has stupid doo dum, grown shit, genie at the lamp. All right, clap. Man, I gotta open this up at some point. If you don't know what this is, and you watch my channel, go fucking listen to it. Some real good hip hop. West Coast, G Gangsta, my favorite rapper of all time. This is Crypto Bros. This is the foundation. I had to flex it real quick because I can't believe I got it still. Shout outs Japan. And Samson, you just like put that shit in my head because you did doo doo, and all I can think of is Alabubu. This on them. Yeah, this is what it is. But here, let's look at this real quick. We gotta look at the super chain shit. We're gonna bump some Act Ray and join the super chain. Z crypto. All right, so the super chain is this. Is this it? What is this? Super Fest. Whoa, what the fuck? A super chain festival? That don't make no sense. What is this? I thought I was just, I'm sorry. I don't know where the fuck I am right now. I'm at some festival. This is the lineup. Maybe somebody made like a fun website to just show everybody who's inside of the super chain. But because the super chain, here, let's see. The super chain is a growing network of chains. OP stack chains built on Optimism's open source standard code base. The OP stack, dismiss, whatever that is. Oh yeah, it's the rollups. You know, it breaks. But yeah, built on Optimism open source standard code base, the OP stack chains are built on the super chain's contribution portions of their revenue backed to the Optimism collective to fund public goods and the network development. All right, so they're essentially saying if you kick back a little bit of funds, you're part of the super chain. And if you're using their stack, you're part of the super chain. But for me personally, I don't need the gimmick part because I'm not a developer trying to find a home, right? I'm in Zen, the fuck. I don't need to find a home. We're everywhere. But yeah, so like if you're a developer and you're trying to join EVM, joining the super chain is essential, I think, at this point, because there's so many big, as Rome would say, heavy hitters, using this. And we can see too, like I'm saying, on rollup.wtf, most of the stacks are Optimism. So even the lower end developer sees how they have to build with Optimism to essentially build out, I don't know, whatever they're trying to bring forward. Man, this thing froze again. So yeah, this website is really janky. If you're going to use it, rollup.wtf, I put it in the chat. You can go ahead and get it, but it'll show you all of the different networks that are on Ethereum. And then it shows you TPS, stacks, really good website for some data on what's going on in ETH. Because again, ETH isn't going anywhere. The question we got to ask ourselves with Ethereum is how is it going to perform knowing that there's a developer core still keeping ETH around, and they have an advantage. There's an advantage there, guys. There is an advantage. There's developers that have a lot of Bitcoin, and they are the rulers of Bitcoin because they were there early. And that's just something about this quantum space we live in. You can't remove the past. You can kind of, I like Bitcoin because time traveling is easy. There's a blockchain. There's a lot of transparency on it. But time traveling in Bitcoin just gets you to the point where you're like, yeah, a lot of the decisions of today are based on making sure people's bags are protected. Same with like Ethereum. And now the Ethereum bag to protect, one would ask, is it us protecting Base and Mode and Fractal and Zora and World Chain? Like, does this fit in your ethos of support? Because that's what they're telling you now, right? These are the bag holders of Ethereum. So it's not that you're late. You're just picking up where everyone's left off. And in Bitcoin, again, that's why it's $100,000. And that's why, again, the market cap is what tells the story in this one. I haven't talked about this in a long time. But yeah, the $2 trillion market cap on Bitcoin versus the $309 billion market cap in Ethereum versus the $91 billion market cap of Solana. Right? Solana is Ethereum plus super chain. That's all I'm saying. It's ETH plus the super chain. You're all on top of the layer one, right? There's no abstract accounts out there. I think it's very abstract that I have an Ethereum interaction on Optimism and it mean the same as my Ethereum transaction on ETH. People just aren't there yet. Like, that's how that's what I mean. If you're on Optimism and Base, you're actually super futuristic in EVM. Most people are still on like a competition Ethereum, like a Pulse chain or a classic EVM stack, such as Binance. So like BNB is like classic EVM stack. Same with Tron. Tron's a literal fork of Ethereum down to the white paper. They forked everything about it. So yeah, like again, the ETH thing it's too rooted because if you're gonna go against it, you're better off inside of it to take market share. Right? That's how I think of Base. Like Base is the crazy Trojan horse. But when you look back at Brian Armstrong, he created Coinbase to be exactly what it is, an extraction vehicle. Whatever you want to call extraction. I mean, I think it's good business. That's why I'm pro Base. I don't want to think like a brokey. I want to think like a billionaire. And what a great business model to put the Fortune, or the S&P 500 blockchain inside of the super chain, inside of the Ethereum, right? Huge news for Coinbase. Huge news for Ethereum, to be honest. People wouldn't see it that way, though. They'd probably look at the Coinbase thing as more of a centralization pitch. But again, I really do think Coinbase is the Trojan horse, and that's actually the enemy. It's a frenemy. Base is the frenemy. Same with opXEN, it's the frenemy. But as long as they're giving us this free block space, that's what crypto is all about. If they want to get ethical, that's why, I am 100% on board with blow up the chain. Because if they're going to shut down Zen, because we got all the block space, that has nothing to do with me and their business logic. That just proves the point that this is a dying market. And if they don't, then again, Zen turns into a digital dollar at that point. And I really hope that they don't shut us down, because we're a Trojan horse inside the Trojan horse that's trying to Trojan horse the general public on some crypto bro bullshit. What's up, aroused? Oh shit, I got you. The Bay Area's finest. Hell yeah, what's up. Yeah, that's my man. I'm still hyped about this CD, bro. Look at the bag. I don't know if it's showing because I can't see the preview. Yeah, I'm gonna open it soon though. On a really nice day during the summer, I'll pop this one open. The beauty of a CD. Future oriented. What up, Dank? What up, Rolando? You're clocking in and locking in. That's how we doing it. Do you think you can do the this dance? Bro, I'm the last DJ left playing this dance. If I see enough Bay Area cats in a club with me, I'm definitely playing Tell Me When to Go, and then I'm playing this dance. If I can get there, we'll play some super high feet, but the attention span of the modern public is so low. I actually saw a funny ass meme of somebody saying, I'm gonna delete all the apps on my phone and stare at the wall and drool. And I was like, damn, attention span really used to be like that slow. Like you could look into a mirage for hours. That shit wouldn't even really be there, but like those apps are really on your phone. What the fuck? All right. Fuck world chain. This more world peace. We do not do world chain. Yo, side chain, side chick. Well, I mean, this is the hardest part to understand in Zen. Like, why does it exist? Like, why do all these chains exist? Right? First things first, read the white paper. Understand how this thing works. Understand why it exists. Right? I think one of the best lines in this is the very beginning, which is Zen aims to become a community building asset that connects like-minded people together. If you are a seasoned OG or simply crypto curious, Zen has the lowest barrier of entry through its unique tokenomics. Plain and simple, blah, 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 right? What does Zen solve? Today's crypto world exists on very bipolar planes, namely, the well-known cryptocurrencies are overbought, pumped, and subsequently sold off, dumped, and the unknown cryptocurrencies are often left undiscovered for a long time by general investors while suffering from pre-mining and the whales accumulation by the founding teams. Zen aims to solve both problems through a fair launch. So we're literally living in what the problem is currently. And I think that's why a lot of people hate Zen. I was like tweeting about this. Sorry, Elon. I still like to say tweet. That shit is just too good. I was tweeting about this because there's not a lot of like minds left on Ethereum. You got to be honest here. Zen aims to fix Ethereum, but it can't fix ETH on top of ETH because ETH on top of ETH is not even ETH itself. It's a super deep rabbit hole, bro. That's why it's actually fuck Ethereum too. But I'm here for the gains, and I mean I'm doing all right on Solana, but ETH is where the bag is. This is where the most psyoping is gonna happen. I think X1 will be the biggest SVM psyop because they can't do what we're doing. So we're going to be able to amplify the speed of light notion. Right? On Ethereum, we can't do that. The only way to improve Ethereum is to pump the price. Right? But the price can't bump because goddamn AMP. This is where like a real Zenian pops out the cuts that's hella deep on ETH, and they're like, the AMP is at 2,000, blah blah blah. And it's like, yeah, motherfucker, the AMP is at 2,000. You're correct. You're witnessing we are all witnessing the same pit of fire. The AMP is still really high, and the white paper has a little bit of a discrepancy in that regard currently on Ethereum. Because now it can get pumped and it can get dumped. So yeah, Zen is suffering from its own success. That's how I'm thinking of it at this point. Because how the fuck does Zen solve a problem and then become the problem? That's when you're suffering from your own success and you gotta recalibrate what does success mean to you, in my opinion. So as I recalibrate it, I go, wow, this is awesome we've gotten here. We can look at the chart and we can see that it's selling off because of the market makers. The market makers have more capital, and with a higher market with the higher MC, right, market cap, XEN is more attractive, you know, by whales because they can move this market and not be illiquid, even though it is kind of illiquid. I think non-illiquid XEN crypto markets are really above 100 million. If it's below 100 million, it's not going to see the bots that are on chain trading. That's why we still like on Solana is showing me this. If you're on Solana, you know this for a fact. Most of the high volume is going to be in really high market caps, or like, how do you say, the stable market caps. This is where I'm at with it. The stable market caps see the highest volume, and that's like, yeah, Trump, Fartcoin. Here, let's look at Fartcoin. So like, why is Fartcoin 1.3 billion, right? This is something that no one's really looking at because they're not over here, but I'm over here. So I'm gonna let you know. Fartcoin offers liquidity, and it offers bots the ability to jump in and out. This is a healthy token market for market makers. And I think a lot of people are starting to discover this. They're like leaving the classic token market, like a XEN token where you pump it and then you dump it, because no one's buying the coin, right? There's no speculation factor behind behind XEN. XEN's not a meme. It's not a funny looking token. It's a real diamond. It's precious. We see that from XBurner and people not really burning their opXEN. So again, the ETH thing is hard to fix, because how would you say, like, or how do you say this? How do you turn XEN into a fart coin? It's kind of stupid. But yeah, I've already thought about this, right? Ask yourself this question whenever you're by yourself. How do you turn XEN into a fart coin where it gets up to a $1.3 billion market cap and it has $26 million worth of liquidity, right? $1.7 million worth of volume. That is awesome shit. If I got some bread, I'm jumping in and out of this like there's no tomorrow, and I might even hold some because we might go to Valhalla, right? And I actually do think meme coins, I kind of believe the whole Murad theory that meme coins will be people's Bitcoin, because they will buy in at like 1 billion and it'll go to 10 billion and then it'll fucking delete. Like it'll just fall off. But what we will achieve as a market, as an industry, is $10 billion of bullshit that now people can rotate and do it again. And then it'll just, with the terms of inflation, it should just keep going up. Like, one day Fartcoin at fucking 100 billion, stupid ass market cap. We don't know why the fuck it's like that. We're just in fucking crypto. And for some reason, these dumbasses took the fucking Fartcoin from 1 billion to 99 billion. And you're trying to explain this shit to your accountant. Like, I don't fucking know. All the world money came into Solana, so I don't know. But that's some like super hopium shit. So don't go in on that. But how do you how do you get a sample of this market share or this mind share and bring it into XEN, so you don't have to turn XEN into a fart coin, and XEN can get back on track with its mission statement that it isn't a pump and dump, right? There's an organic piece to this. Again, there's an organic piece, which is the AMP. The AMP is going to go down, and this is going to be harder to do. And you're living this simulation in opXEN. Right? If you're really in XEN, this is kind of why I'm glad that I got over here. And I said it in the beginning of the stream. I pulled up with 0 opXEN exposure and a bag full of hater tricks. I had every way to hate on this. And now I can't really cap anymore. It's capping at this point, because I'm seeing it happen. Motherfuckers is dumping. This dump right here was a really big bag holder, and I'm wondering if they're going to release it all. Fartcoin is 100% VC. Wake up, children. They can't do that part. Hyphy music is highly underappreciated. That is a fact. It is popping when I was in freshman high school at San Jose State. Oh, you know what's up then, Samson. What's up, Frosty? What it do, man? Welcome to the stream. We're chilling. We're hanging out. I'm giving a little bit of alpha. I'm giving a little bit of IFA. And yeah, that's what I'm doing. Oh shit. What the fuck? I got off my head game because I looked over there. But yeah, so opXEN is showing us the future of what the Zen white paper is going to solve again. We just don't have it in ETH right now. I hope we can obtain it, but the thing about it is the community is moving to X1 chain. So like that's what I mean. Like, are we really gonna solve that problem on ETH, or are we gonna let time do it? And I think I'm going with the time part. This amp clicking down to 1, I'm seeing this shit live right now. I am here. Hello, blood in the body. I'm seeing it live, 1 amp. And now what I'm seeing is the supply is stalled because these trillions are no longer clicking. They were clicking and then they stopped, right? So now what you have going on is the future. In the future, if you're on the hill, you have all right to sell it all and become a normal man. I don't know what this is. It's like you hopped the line. You got your Bitcoin moment. Take it now. I'm saying take it now, but you know, you don't have to. Obviously, the smartest play in the game is to not take it now. Duh. But maybe they will, and this is the human part. So I saw that on this account, number 11. Number 11 had $1 trillion. And then they started to dump a few hours ago. And actually, number 11, whoever this is, they're a chronic swapper. So they're trying to cover their tracks. Every time they make a mint, they got to like swap it like 100 different times to make sure that it's not traceable back to number 11, I guess. Which I don't give a fuck for. But this is like, this like under the weeds stuff in Zen is like actually like I'm inviting it this early. I'd rather people act like this now with $1 trillion and give us discounts than it be like they doing this shit when it's way higher, right? So we're in a great critical moment in opXEN where no one's really buying it. Me too, I stopped buying it. I got a good bag. Y'all got to buy now because y'all ain't got the same bag as me. That's the best part about opXEN. There is returning buyers because you can't burn it without replenishing it. And at these lows, like what the fuck? Like again, like Fartcoin got to $1 billion. This is what we've been waiting for. It just happens to be on opXEN. But again, there's a super chain involved here. So there's a really good narrative and it's really easy to get to opXEN from Ethereum. All right. And I've been saying, hey, maybe this is what we're looking for. And there's a lot of philosophical things that actually plug in here. How optimism is covering copying Ethereum to the T. And then they're the stack. They let everybody else change the code. But this stack is the closest to Ethereum. So I think that's also very unique in the study. And they're like Satoshi on that shit. They don't want to change it up. You can brute force it. We've learned that now. If you're in the Zen world yesterday, if you watched the stream, I was telling you that if you look into optimism and look at the blocks, you'll actually see that there's a gas limit of 60 million, but they advertise it as 30 million. And then you can get access to more gas, but you just need to know how to program a transaction to get there. And in Zen, we're learning how to do it. So now you're seeing bulk ranks basically forcing themselves into into the block at the lowest rate possible. right? So this is free information. You can go on the blockchain and see this. And then multiple people are doing this now. Even I got the script. Well, it's not that I got the script. Bitch, I got access to GPT. Like, you can get it as if you have the ideas, if you want it, you can get it. The problem is that humans are lazy and they're not going to go and get it. They're going to wait for it to be a button. They're going to wait for it to be something that's easy to get. And that's why they're human. I don't know. Me, I'm going to run, like, again, on the yellow brick road with the fog on the ground. I don't know where we're going. But I can hear all the sounds. And, yeah, no reason to rap there. It just kind of happened. I think opXEN is telling me a really, or that I'm not late. I am very early. And I need to get to minting before everybody else catches on, or before someone else comes into the space and connects everything for the business logic, right? XEN is a super chain. It's doing the same thing that opXEN is doing, but instead of delivering blockchain stacks to companies, it's a blockchain created by a company, right? X1 Labs. And then X1 Labs got all of their research and development from XEN, and XEN is on every EVM. So, and this is like, I'm telling you, I just feel like we are in the middle of a lot of user discovery. They're going to discover it from all over the place, and they're all going to come to the same conclusion. And unless it takes 2,000 days to get to this conclusion, AMP is one on opXEN, and the longer you wait to mint, the further out the max terms are going to go, right? So now you're going to learn about XEN again. If you don't know how XEN works, max terms increase as G rank increases. So if people see, or people speculate on G rank, right, then they can, you know, they can pump the max term. So that's kind of what we're seeing right here. This max term, I wish there was a little graph for that, but the max term is going up.
515.
Yeah, it's 515. Thanks, little thing. But yeah, so it's 515. And what we can see here is 20. Yeah, so in 8 million C ranks, the max term goes up to 16. And that's kind of where it turns into, like, what somebody I was talking to about this is, like, it's almost like an auction for C ranks on opXEN, because not everybody is going to be able to get the 8.1 million C ranks. Not everybody knows, or what I mean by that. See, this is what I mean. It's so complex on the 1 amp. Y'all not even thinking about this shit because y'all is not this fucking close. Right? I'm like, you are going to buy this shit. You are for sure going to buy this. If you're watching this right now and you're not running script before right now, you're going to buy opXEN. Because you're going to get the best price on the DEX. I am going to get the best price from the kernel. Because, yeah, it might take you 500 days to get that XEN. But that's half the time. Okay, or let me really give you the alpha. Let's look at this. Let's look at this so you can see it. What do you know about them XENblocks though? Oh, the WENblocks, my bad. Them WENblocks. The WENblocks is live. You should get some. Or go claim yours. I haven't claimed mine yet. I'm gonna claim them today though. Tonight's is for sure the claim time for those ones. But yo, check this out. In 500 days, this amp will be at 1500. So you're literally getting the alpha right now. You ready for your world to just blow up, explode right in front of your face right now? You don't need to be worried about XEN, bro. It's going to do whatever it's going to do. If you're worried about XEN's price performance, then you should probably get some fucking XEN so you can help its fucking price performance. But if you're not going to pick it up, you shouldn't be caring about its price performance. You should be minting it. Because in 400 days, I forget what it is on this, or here, it's going to show me right here. In 476 days, this is going to be at the halfway point. And at the halfway point, there is a narrative there for the simple NPC, which is we've turned the clock where hyperinflation is behind us. So in the next 500 days, it needs to click in your mind. I mean, really, you need to do it right now because obviously this is the gift you're getting. I don't know why it's channeling, but it's channeling. And yeah, you've got 500 days to figure it out before all eyes are on Ethereum. And again, X1 burn isn't going to be forever. So that can be dangled until it stops. And if the 10x multiplier is in today's matrix, then technically you do want to be burning optimism Zen as much as you can. Technically, you would want to be a burner, not someone giving your coins back. But that's where the mind fuck comes in, because the greed is going to tell you that you should hold and you should sell because you've never had the Bitcoin gain. Like, you don't understand that, like, on the, like, that it's just crypto in general. You're never going to get the Bitcoin gain. You're going to chase that. That's part of the psychological upbringing of Bitcoin. The way to be in Bitcoin before the Bitcoin was to be Hal Finney, to be Adam Back, to be Wei Dai, or to be the guy before that. I forgot his name. Fucking Nick Sabos. There it is. I know my crypto history. Do you? But yeah, to be those people, to be those names, that is getting the Bitcoin rally of Valhalla. But to be after them, you're just a pawn in the game. It's as simple as that. So in Zen, you have an opportunity to join the race again, to be part of the mediocrity, fuck you, essentially, of all these crypto blockchain bullshits. I got so many tabs up for no reason. They all suck. X1 though on the way, Zune, and the mission won't stop from there, right? All of planet Earth needs to touch X1. I feel it. I understand it to the T. The whole planet will at some point have some sort of data flow through X1. And 291 validators online right now. See, like, that statement is just gonna fly over people's heads because no other blockchain can talk like that. Every other blockchain got to sell you a gimme. Here, let me tell you. Let's look at Sui, right? Like, what the fuck Sui got going on? Let's look at their website. When you come to the X1 website, pay attention, okay? Or when you show someone, show them these points. Make them pay attention to it. How it just tells you what it does, and then how you scroll down, and the first thing it says, yo, you should become a validator. Literally. This is what's going to happen. You should become a validator. All right, build beyond. Sui delivers the benefits of Web 3 with the ease of Web 2. All my niggas. Man, they hating hard on that shit. They hating hard. He broke the internet with that one. Even I bet. I don't know though. I've been playing music on my YouTube, and they've been hating on me hard. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just playing music. Like, this music isn't allowed over here and over here. You're hurting our algorithm and blah blah blah. So I finally got a strike on my YouTube for playing music on my YouTube. So I got to stop playing music on my YouTube, guys. Gonna move over to Twitch. But 88, I hear it. But yeah, look at this shit though. You know how I've been feeling about this conversation between Web 2 and Web 3, and how Web 2 is a cluster of base optimism, the layer side of crypto that isn't real crypto. World chain, ladies and gentlemen. If you know what world chain is and you don't like that, SUI is literally the same thing, because they're trying to give you Web3 with the ease of Web2. That makes no fucking sense. That makes zero fucking sense. You can't give me you can't give me a dimension inside a dimension, bitch. Either I'm in 2D or 3D. It ain't no in between. God. Fuck. Man, crypto users are so fucking retarded, bro. Literally, I'll just tell you right in your face. Like, it's just in your face right here. Web3 with the ease of Web2. And then they'll try to probably explain it to you. I haven't gone to one of these silly things. I mean, sometimes I listen in. All I hear is a so I'm like, all right, this shit is stupid. These niggas are just on the other side of the earth. But yeah, another thing, again, you go to this website and then they showing you who they affiliated with. Like, what year is this thing from? I'm hating now. Fuck this. This thing is stupid. SUI is dumb. I can't be Team X1 if I talk ill about our counterparties. I'm not Team X1 though, so I can say whatever the fuck I want to say. And that's what's so funny about it. I'm just so pro X1 because of its technology. It has nothing to do with a partnership. I'm just reading the documentation and understanding today's climate of the industry. Those simple two things put together can show you how much bullshit is happening right in front of your eyes. SUI, they hit you with a whole bunch of BS, but then you still gonna scroll down. Scalable infrastructure that's fast, secure, and affordable. Unrivaled speed coupled with low predictable fees means cost stays down when demand goes up. Average transactions per second. Time to finality. Unique achievables on SUI. Ownership as expected. Familiar user interface positioned for the future. Developer portal. Less code, more secure. Move is more powerful smart contract programming language. I'll let Tree City West tell you how his experience was. The grants, office hours, this is all bullshit. Aren't they partnered with Liberty Mutual? Who is that? Web1 infrastructure? Yo, in Web3 or whatever the hell this next chapter of finance is, it will have nothing to do with the past. The people in the past will be undercover. That's how my theory is. Like, they'll be in Zen because there's no way they can do this shit. Like, the partnerships are too outrageous. There's nowhere to invest. Everyone's just going to go straight into Facebook. If Facebook says they're making a fucking blockchain, expect all of the money to be going to Facebook. Right? If you that's basically what you believe if you like SUI. Like, you think, and if you don't think this way, then I don't know how you think about crypto, because that's essentially what you are enabling. You are enabling this horror story where Web2 infrastructure, which is already happening, comes in even more aggressive in the next era, where you have shout out Solana. Yo, I'll be at the fucking Solana Accelerate, and I sound like I'm pro as fuck Solana right now, but I fucking am, dude. This is it. This is how we break the matrix of Web2 cryptocurrency. It will be with Solana. It won't be with SUI, because SUI is already bending the knee. Fuck that. You need to be going with. It's like a Steve Jobs argument on Flash versus Java. Okay, this is a very critical moment in crypto, in our infrastructure, in our UX, our user experience. If you support SUI, essentially you're choosing to bend the. You're just as bad as crypto, bruh, supporting CBZN for the gains. I am bending the knee because I have to. I'm on an EVM. There's nowhere to go until X1 chain. Then I can port my whole world to X1 and never look back. So, yeah, man, you got to figure out where you want to be in this game. But I see Sui again as mediocre, coming to extract from good people, because that's what blockchain is going to do. It's going to hit the whole earth. Everyone's going to have an opportunity, and the best people will be the good people, because they're going to be the most witty. They're going to be the most intelligent. They're going to have the highest ethics, because they got there. They got to the kingdom of fucking blockchain, dude. There's no way they're going to get there and be a Chad. So that's why I don't really know how long Sui has, but you can see what I'm talking about here. X1 is straight and to the point, bro. Become a validator. Don't worry about anything else. Don't worry about no games. Don't worry about any of that. Don't worry about no DeFi. The DeFi devs will DeFi dev, right? What we need is the validation. We need those core fundamentals, right? Without the validators, X1 ain't shit. And I do think they'll get to 1,000 nodes, because this is still very private. Everyone is trying to get an edge, so no one's really sharing it. They're just adding their own validators as they go, and it's just like opXEN. No one's really sharing the script. It's not like you see it on X, because nobody wants you to mine with them. I don't want you either, because you're a competition. P versus P over here, baby. I need to get my mints in before you get your mints in. Right? So don't expect, again, a lot of help. There's going to be some people who help, but that's the edge of competitiveness. If you don't know how to get the help, they're basically telling you're going to have to buy it. Right? That's like what I keep saying. Like, you don't need to worry about the price of Zen, because it's being packaged to the general public as you're going to have to buy this. This is a package. Like, you want some free minutes? You better know a guy. Until the guy is giving it, aka AT&T, until they give you some free minutes. What up, earn it? What up, though? We chilling, man. We chilling, we illin'. Some real Zen alpha shit for the select few. So make sure you hit the like button if you're chilling. Yeah, burnzen.com. Make sure you burn some Zen. I haven't seen the WENblocks. Let me go look at the WENblocks real quick. I had to wait till gas is lower now. Eat gas way too high during the day. Woo, 24 for the fast. God damn. Lord. Yeah, I got to get my WENblocks. WENblocks is actually kind of cool though. So what happens is that you can claim him as liquid. And again, well, all this is a gentleman named Mike in the XENblocks community. He created WENblocks with another developer. And with the support of Yosef, XenPub, they created this to essentially make an olive branch for XenBlocks on Ethereum. So this is like making XenBlocks backwards compatible, I think of. Because what the fuck? Why? But at the same time, yes. Yeah, this is crypto. Fork that shit. Move that shit over to Ethereum and maybe over to Base. I would love my XenBlocks on Base. And what it does is it brings forward this new notion. You know, what are these records? You know, what is crypto in general? Like, what are we doing here? Because now you can just mine with the GPU and get some WENblocks. So what? Caspa what? I mean, you don't really need to build a blockchain. A lot of it doesn't make any sense anymore. We just keep breaking the matrix of crypto and Zen, and it's not. That's why I'm like, yo, WENblocks is tight. The thing I like here though is you can, what they want you to do is they want you to help build liquidity, right? So it's a DeFi platform really. So what happens is you can burn Zen. This is pretty unique. Now I don't know how much Zen they're going to be burning, but you can see here, like, let's say I burn 10 billion Zen, I can get 1,000% multiplier on top of my staking pool rewards. Now I don't know where the fuck this shit is coming from. Again, I haven't dived too deep into it. Maybe Mike wants to do a stream or something so he can explain himself. But I'm glad that they added this little feature that burns in, because even if you don't have any WENblocks, you can actually just go over here and just burn your fucking Zen. So like everybody's been asking us like, when X burn on ETH, well, why not just go now burn on WENblocks? They got the 100% burner. 100% of the rewards go to the user, right? So this is the evolution of what I was talking about. It will be Zenians that make the best emission dApps for X1 chain. It will not be third parties. They will show up. They will show up, but they won't have the edge of the culture. And that's the beauty of Zen. You can create a website and value out of thin air. Crypto, baby. Magic internet money. Magic. Let me get a little bit of magic internet money. The blockchain to end them all. For real though, that's what X1 is. Ernest says he got the script got away from me overnight on base. Ouch. 0.4 for gas over 200 Zenterions. Yikes. Yeah, that's the thing. You gotta well, we'll figure it out over time, bro. We'll figure out how to manage or optimize the runaway so you can really mine and walk away. We'll manage it, you know. It'll come with time. And also we got a really busy network right now. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's why I like CB Zen. I like mining CB Zen, or I like CB Zen because there's more room with the cheap mint, but there's still value there. So you have like the Ethereum feeling where you're paying some money, like someone is seeing money leave their wallet. Like they see 70 cents, $1 leaving their wallet for a max mint, which means they're going to value that Zen at $1. And that's kind of what is hard to understand on opXEN. You're like mining and none of it costs money. But then when you get enough minted, it's like, oh, okay, I can see where this is like valuable, right? Like, so if, oh wait, this is on ETH. Like, I'll show you what I mean. So like on this wallet, I'm working on it. It's got like 1,416 VMUs inside of it. Or, not VMUs, excuse me. xeNFTs. So then I can click this button right here and it'll check every single one of them. And then now I can kind of see like my total estimated going up. And I can say right now on this particular wallet, I've worked on it. I put $20 worth of Ethereum in it. And I think I still have 0.003 ETH inside of it. So yeah, we're at this new stage where minting your Zen is going to become batch. And the VMUs is just a block. And we're going to, yeah, we're auctioning block space for sure. On opXEN, it's 100% auction of the block space. You're trying to fit as many VMUs as you can inside of it without it failing. And without pushing the GUI too high to make a gas war, which isn't, like, that isn't the goal. So that's right now, yo, it's beautiful in optimism. I assume eventually a lot of grifters will show up and then they'll start fucking with the gas. Because then they're going to like, oh, we're going to pump it up. But when they do that, that means optimism instantly becomes more expensive because now there's a gas war on optimism for future optimism. So then it might push people to buy it because they're like, oh, they fucked the gas up. So fuck it, I ain't making it no more. So we're right there at the crust of this insight. A lot of people are trying to understand it. It's going to take some weeks though, maybe. So 1.5 billion and I still have 0.3 ETH left. Let's see if that adds up to $20 worth of of mints at this current price, because this is what makes it bullish, is that you're basically minting and pricing your Zen in the present time, but opXEN doesn't have the demand yet. Like the demand hasn't come because X1 isn't live. So when X1 is live, which is right around the corner sometime, the demand will rise for this one because it has the 10x multiplier. Okay, so yeah, right now, oops. No, I want to see this. So if I add 3. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. If I kept minting, I'm like $2 under the mint price. Yeah. Because I still have some Zen to mint. Or I still have some ETH to mint. So, yeah. The game is to optimize your $20 so that you're minting. And I've changed up my pattern. I started doing some shorter mints, which probably fucked me up. Yeah, it's going to be like a whole thing, a whole case study of what is the most optimal way to mint so that you get the best price, you don't spend a lot, and as everyone finds out about it, you're reaping the benefits, right? You're selling your mints in the future, or you're selling them as NFTs on OpenSea so people can buy them because they don't have the days in their mints. Right now, terms are really real because there is no extra inflation. It's all that's there. And yeah, you know, this is pretty awesome. I hope Zen, or I hope X1 has Zen, because I'll be so ready for Zen on X1. And I would prefer Zen on X1 be like Optimism Zen, where it has a 300-day amp or something. So then that way it's got like, or you could do more, I guess, if you want to have a longer runway. But I feel like that's what ETH Zen is for. ETH Zen is for the 8-year runway to understand and get into X1 chain. So Zen on X1 should be sweet and short and to the point, so we can just get our digital dollar on and really have a predictable token that's birthed from block space. It's not birthed from anything but the space that exists in the chain. There is nothing more immutable than that shit. Show me something more immutable than a Zen token. Please. Fuck, man. All these coins trash. 3%. Bullshit. Burn on WENblocks or xeNFT or XenBurn. If I want to burn some Zen on X1 now, where do you recommend it? It depends on what chain you're on. If you're on base chain, I'd recommend using XBurn. If you're on Ethereum, if you're on ETH, I would probably recommend using WENblocks or Phoenix. Those two have the cheapest burns just to burn the X1. If you use DXN, the Ethereum is added to the transaction, so it's more expensive than just burning the Zen. And you can burn I think ETH Zen still has apexes, so you can make xeNFTs, you can make rares, you can make epics, you can make legendaries, and these will yield you more Zen. So maybe the amount you're burning, you'll yield it back. That's like the special thing about this one. Someone should build on the remaining versions of these. Maybe that's what they need to get out of here. They need a collaboration. That's a good way to pitch it, though. Burn your Zen and make more Zen. Real magic, real internet money. Hey, from the block. That would be the bomb. X1 on Zen, or X1 and Zen. Yeah, dude, that's the future. Because Zen is too good of a design. It's either Zen is here to be a digital dollar, or it's the way that you create true value in block space when you want to create an artifact. So you would essentially want to burn Zen for like NFTs, because there's no fairer launch of that NFT than that person obtaining some Zen. And you could make it as fair as like how much you can make in a day, or how much you can make in 10 years or things like that. That's with the 1 amp. With the 1 amp, you can do like years, months. With the abstract 2000 day amp, you really can't plan yet. So it's fascinating. It's really fascinating. No matter what's going on up from here and out, due to everyone on chain in various trades, everyone is excited for the green candles. For real. You got to have a strong paid RPC. This guy's got all the answers. This earn it guy, he knows how to earn it. He knows how to earn it. But yeah, right now on Zen Burner on base chain, 103 trillion Zen has been burned. Man, if you want to burn a lot of burn points, you're gonna want to come to base chain. That's essentially what I'm seeing on base. Like base is gonna have all the burn points. Like it's gonna go crazy when people start to realize that they can't really make them. You can make them right now though. You can make like 100-day mints for burn. That's what you should do if you're. That's a strategy I'm doing, I guess. Is I am making a few 100-day mints on CBZen, so I can just burn them for X1 chain if it comes out in 100 days. And if not, then I'll keep it. I'll stake it, and I'll keep going with my rotation. Or I mean, you can also do things like this. You can provide liquidity. Liquidity positions are holding up right now. Kind of crazy. Win. See? Get some WENblocks. They'll tell you when. WENblocks over here got a... Oh yeah, WENblocks have prices. I think I put one... Or you can get the address. Here, let me go to their... Mike. Oh yeah, right here. They got the addresses. Get this suey shit off of my bar. Get it off of my bar. Yeah. The Wonder Block, which is a super block. They call it a Wonder Block. That's pretty funny. What's funny about the Win block and the Wonder Block is it low key is a look into the future on how the world could possibly price these tokens. Hey, somebody put it with Zen. That's smart though. You should pair them with Zen. Yeah, hey. I'm gonna talk to Mike. I got an idea. But yo, $4 for a super block. How many of them you got? This was higher though. I think it was like $27 or something. Shut Big Mouth Rob. We don't care about that. This is a Zen chat. We don't give a fuck about that. This is a Zen chat. Yeah. This thing debuted at $30 for a super block. So don't sleep. Don't sleep on mining X1. Well, because again, the thing about X1 is that the liquidity will be the tokens from the past. So XEN, Zen, like that's one thing I'm thinking about too. Like, what if people don't burn their Zen and then we make wrap coins on X1? This way, the whales that want to whale out on these EVMs, they have better management of like the like total supply. Like look at this shit, bro. Either CBZen is about to dump hella hard, but it's riding the hell out of this this downtrend, and all of the resistance is at 500 or 154. Theoretically, this looks really bad. Actually looks like it's about to dump like super hard. CBZen. which would make a lot of sense. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody dumps all their CBZen and moves into opXEN, or dumps all their CBZen and chases Ethereum. Because yeah, you got to make a move right now, and this is pent up energy, and you're not going to get the buy you're looking for. You're probably going to get someone that sells before you. It's one of those setups that they don't talk about in crypto, like this. Pent up energy, and then bam, that shit just drops down. But it looks so good. It looks so ready to go. Oh man, CBZen. Damn. Buy this shit. They're not gonna buy it. But yeah, so with all this stuff that's coming out, like, yeah, you should be pairing it with each other, you know, all your Zen stuff. But we don't really know what's gonna happen. Like, at any moment in time, somebody could decide to exit, because that's the beauty of an open source community. You have all right to exit. If you want to exit, get the fuck out of here. Damn, the WEN token, or the WENblock, coming in at oh, this must be what you yield in the liquidity pool. You must yield the WENblock, or the WEN token. Ah, the WNT. Dude, that's a hard those are not supposed to be together. W and N is not supposed to be next to each other. That's a tongue twister. WN. I want to look at WNM. Tongue twister. Say that 10 times fast. So their token is trading at 82 cents. And it looks like WENblock is at 2 cents. Lols, 2 cents. Which isn't that bad, actually. How much would I have at 2 cents? Shit, let me do some math real quick. Let me get some FOMO math. I got times 2 cents. That's not bad, but that's not life-changing gains. Yeah. I'm gonna need it to be a little bit more than 2 cents, damn it. And we'll see. And that's what I mean. What if this is a look into the reality that everybody in crypto is poor, and that technically you're supposed to sell everything, and hodling is stupid? What if that is what this is all telling us? I see that a lot in the Zen world. Hodling is so stupid. Cash grab, cash grab. But maybe, again, maybe people are ready to latch on to sovereignty. Like, are you ready to have a sovereign experience in crypto? Are you ready to own every inch of this wealth transfer? Or do you need a middleman to hodl your hand while you transfer the world into the next form of payment? Only you know. Only you know, man. I gotta go lift some weights. Peace.